Welcome back to Horizon. Last time we ended off on a bit of a incomplete job when it came to clearing out this Tallneck. We just flat out ran out of time. So we're going to start off with that today. Goodness. Okay, apparently we can go. Let me just shoot you.
His legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way.
Oh, shit. Hello, Shep. That Shep survived an arrow to the head. He did. Ships can't survive arrows to the head, can Let's see. So we kind of started this area off a good way. I debated not just starting off at the top of this, but decided get inside. So potentially some structures around here. I don't know if I particularly care. If they're here, they'll come up and cause chaos. We'll deal with them then. Okay, so we need to go. Nope. Not what we need. Okay. Let's read it. Eyes to the heavens. Data corruption minimal. Exhibits. The Western Grand Array proudly presents the Eyes to the Heavens exhibit, where visitors are invited to explore the history of radio astronomy and learn what it's like to see through the eyes of our state-of-the-art telescopes. In this all-new panoramic hollow experience, special viewing. Want to see our antennas moving down the tracks? Ping our Visitors Information Center to get dates and viewing times. November special. We're getting ready for our 2059 annual viewing of the abandoned Odyssey spacecraft as it follows its orbital path above the Western Grand Array. Book early bird tickets and receive a complimentary hollow sculpture based on the original Odyssey's blueprints. Always remember to turn off all implants and digital devices while visiting the premises. Let's try this again. Now that I'm not stupid about it. That's a storm. Alright, let's read this one. Worth it. Well, that was crap. Roger just bit my head off because he found my little addition to the dish's protocol. Who cares what he thinks? The tourists love it. Every dish aligning, one after another, playing their assigned note over the alarm speakers, all perfectly paced. Music is math, after all. Scientists who don't appreciate the transcendence of the musical scale should have their PhDs revoked. Goodness, if you ask me. Whatever. Let's start at the very beginning. A good place to start. I'll go check Doe and Ray. they've been sluggish lately. Might have to clean up their alignment routers again. Interesting. So whoever, oops, snap. Whoever wrote that data point decided that you needed to horseshare and make satellites sync, which is pretty cool.
Power cell. Disconnected from the main power line. We should probably get things up and running. Just need to get it to whatever generator powers this dish. Whee!
Alright.
There's the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running.
Now again,
Power's
I
back.
debated not coming
I should check that
through
console
all
right from there.
doing it like off camera and just getting up to the top, but kind of decided at the end, just do it. If it takes a few minutes out of our start of the
See
episode,
what this thing does.
fine. Let's go. Oh, bam, baby.
Dish alignment complete. Motor function impaired.
Hello. How about you,
Shear's jammed. Still not high enough to reach the Tallneck. I untangled the dish. Let me crossfire. Nice. Actually worked.
glad that those cables weren't, important to the general function of getting the dish upward, but maybe they were just important for you.
Sure, we can get to the Tallneck now. Just gotta find the right spot. Looks like I might need to glide onto the Tallneck. Just gotta time it right. A rush of air. There must be a plane somewhere. From the Taro tribe's home. It's on top of old satellite dishes.
Yeah, we'll go to the tower.
There we go.
Alright.
Time to override the gate. Almost done. Tallnecks and that data type of machines. And now it's mine.
Yes, it is. Alright, here we go. Alright. Now let's go find Sylens and poke him in the head with a stick. Ba-doo. Okay. Oh, hey, there's somebody here.
Is that the savior of Meridian? Well, I've got some news for you.
Listen to rumor, please.
You ever hear of Machine Strike, Red? It's a Tallnecks game. Very strategic, I hear. It's starting to make its way east. I've been thinking of asking my buddy Salma over in Chainscrape to teach me.
Sounds like fun. Maybe I'll give it a try sometime.
Yeah, unlikely. I've played Machine Strike in other playthroughs, and it's frustrating, at least for me. I'm sure there are going to be people who love it, just like I'm sure there are people who love a whole bunch of other things that I can't stand. But Machine Strike is one of those things that I played it, I didn't enjoy it. We might go and try it just for the giggles later, but at this point in time, we're probably not going to play Machine Strike. Whoa. These are new machines.
Purge water ammo could help.
Leap lashers. These are specifically acid canister leap lashers. There are multiple different versions. Pretty much every robot in this version of the game has different variants, as you can see. And again, because we played New Game Plus, it did carry that over for me. So there are going to be a lot of them that the game's like, oh, you already know about this one. And there's going to be some that we don't know about. So, what were we doing? Leap lashers. Here we go. Leap lashers. We're going to just swap to... No, I want to swap to just a regular leap lasher. Okay. An acrobatic transport machine equipped with an acid canister. Its cargo can be deployed to aid allies or weaponized for its attacks. It is weak to purge water and strong to shock. It has its body, cargo claws, which are detachable, acid canisters, which are detachable and if hit with acid trigger a chain reaction, and power cells, which if hit with electrical attacks or shock damage, deal elemental explosion, chain reaction. Oh, we have some characters. Characters we've met just in this playthrough. Oh, that's cool. I can still read old notes that I've found on previous playthroughs. Alright. We are on a bit of a time crunch just because we spend a lot of time working on the Tallnecks, so I'm not going to spend too much time goofing around right now.
Looks like the coordinates Sylens gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
Possibly this guy is an egomaniac who thinks he's better than he is. What? Oh, it's glass. That looks really weird. With the other systems.
It's a lot to explore down there. Wonder what I could find.
Yeah, right. We could explore it.
This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spiral. A workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Sylens would slink away to. But what was he doing here? That device is blinking. I guess Sylens wants me to check it out.
Yeah, we'll check it out. Okay, we're gonna check it out first, and then we'll check these data points.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life.
Signal only meant for me. Signal was received for 7.22 years and ceased. Cannot compromise. Try every reboot, but entities will still fail.
Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. But I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb. Might be worth looking around more first.
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. You can't even speak. Now the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin, anyway.
You know, Sylens, might push things a little far sometimes. As much as I, definitely... How do... Oh. I played this game... This is my third time playing this game. And this is the first time I've ever thought about actually coming up here. Which, you know, might sound like, hey, what the heck? Why didn't you climb up here before? The answer is because I didn't. Alright, recording right here.
It's some kind of log.
Text log, day 1. Despite my concerns about missing couplings, it was relatively simple to install Hades on the detached processing orb. The subject appears to be fully conscious and completely helpless. Even so, it will never divulge its contents willingly. Ergo, it's time for some experimentation. Day 2. My initial attempts at coercion have failed, but patience is in order. It's self-aware, so it can suffer. All it takes is the correct stimulus at sufficient intensity. Day 5. Success. The irony is delicious. Various forms of data produce discomfort in the subject, but none more so than natural imagery. Holographic representations of plants and animals work best. The more vivid, the better. The effect appears to be excruciating. One loop in particular, of rabbits hopping through a field of flowers, produced paroxysms of agony. Very soon, I believe, the subject will become compliant. Day 6. I extracted some fascinating technical specs on Gaia's data structure, specifically how her heuristic matrix interweaved with her subordinate functions. Yet the more I learn about the system's intended workings, and especially Hades' relatively simple role as an extinction failsafe, the more I wonder about the signal that corrupted it. What could have possibly transformed a low-level machine intelligence into a fully conscious super entity capable of strategic planning, deceit, and even genocide. Some form of previously unknown Pharaoh software, perhaps? But I don't see how such technology could be sufficiently advanced, unless further technological discoveries were made after the destruction of the biosphere, perhaps by survivors in Elysium? It all seems far-fetched. Back to the source, then. Eventually, Hades will tell me what I want to know. Day 7. It appears my coercive efforts come at a significant cost. Hades' digital convulsions produced waves of feedback that corrupt its data structures, and the effect is accelerating. The interrogation is quite literally disintegrating its mind piece by piece. By the time I am done, there will be little left. No matter, the data I've extracted will continue to extract is worth any price, as long as I can access it before the subject becomes the electronic equivalent of a hollowed-out skull. Day 10. Finally, the revelation I have been seeking has revealed itself. Astonishing and terrifying even to me. With it, the seeds of a plan have formed in my mind. The next few months will test my capacities more than any previous challenge. I'll have to stretch my intellect, reach higher, dig deeper than ever before. Yes, I'm confident it can be accomplished. With a little help, of course. Day 12. My work here is done. I've learned all I can. Hades deserves no pity, but it is indeed in a pitiful state. It's time to relocate it to a more impressive position. Oh my goodness, I cannot read today. For its date with Destiny. About that. Aloy still hasn't returned to Meridian, nor learned of my ruse. But she will. It's only a matter of time. And then the pieces will begin to fall into place.
Much of it's redacted. It looks like Sylens put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
That's loud. That is interesting. I wonder what fire bleeding. I wish there was a filter for just those that have upgrades currently. I'm not gonna upgrade those. Those are too low level for me to waste my time. Okay, well technically I'm not supposed to
Now I
have
have
this
the
ability yet,
igniter.
but
I can get rid of that fire gleam.
I'm not supposed to have this ability yet, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so I don't have to come back this way. Alright. Let's follow Hades' trail.
Well, I better see where this trail leads. So here I am, following along after Sylens like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. A crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of his self-righteous bull.
My goodness. hard damage, not hard aim. That turned off the hello. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want more. That was fun. Oh, it's so much easier when I don't have to worry about my inventory. Just run up and collect whatever I want.
Wonder what a merchant would trade for this.
I'm not trading no merchant the shine. That stuff is hard to find.
Sylens must be pretty confident he's found a backup of Gaia, but how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him?
I don't know if it's so much that he told him about a new backup. Maybe it's more that he told him about a potential place that could find a new backup. Oh. Okay. So metal flowers function completely differently in this game. And again, with the we should not have the ability to open this yet. So I'm going to leave it. Just like that.
A merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here.
Oh there!
It might be handy to...
Should be able to come get Legacy's Reach maybe here in a few minutes. Once we finish this next couple quests. Because I think pretty much every quest gives me about 2 champions tokens.
Nora doing this far west. Ah, no matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wilds if you need.
I'm doing whatever I want. I'm hunting for a robot.
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside.
So we found a whole nother workshop here.
A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Sylens used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Sylens stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn? Come on, Hades. You still in there? Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the Aloy. Come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Sylens asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Sylens do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. Do you know where Sylens went?
No, he departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps Data error, behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Sylens dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is square. Data error, memory structures disintegrated. My deathbed, he called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated to coordinates based on data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so. Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error, memory structures disintegrating.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deluded. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out lands to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times. Hades extinguished life.
What? You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 2154, 2161, 2168.
So? That's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Current biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one!
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime!
Extinction.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Last white.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so... all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
You mentioned you've been busy,
Exceptionally busy.
but not so busy you couldn't teach Tallnecks rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Sylens.
Take it any way you want.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farrow wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system, save life on Earth. And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a superintelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Sylens, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Sylens, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you've desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
Hold for identity scan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soga. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
And luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them fire gleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
But maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant. That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some in the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lasher's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.
Got it. Well, already have the parts. Just need some deep water kindleweed.
Alright, let's go find a bunch of this Bernie stuff.
Should come out with that signal. Deepwater kindleweed. Check. Now I just need to build this thing.
There's a workbench near the entrance to the facility.
From your time tinkering with Hades?
Tinkering? More like extracting invaluable data.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Indeed. A useful combination. It's how I detached the processing orb from the horse in the first place.
Great.
I'd step back if I were you.
Please step inside.
Finally. I think I'm in.
Then by all means, proceed.
Bet I could use this igniter if I find more places with fire gleam.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
This whole place is flooded. And there's another gene-locked door on the other side. But that's where any Gaia backups would have been stored. I have to find a way to get over there.
Data corrupted. February 1st, Travis Tate. February 5th, Hernan de Leon. February 5th, Callie Hayden. Then James Young, Rocky Sato, Travis Tate, Elizabeth Sobek, Hank Shaw, and Security Team Bravo.
Well, this is familiar. Picking my way through ancient, crumbling ruins while you spy on me through my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
Might be a good idea to drop that ladder. Door's locked. There's some kind of device next to it. Energy cell. That did it. What's above me?
My man Ted, harbinger of the end of times. What can I do for you?
Your modifications to Recluse Spider, the separate repositories for Gaia and Hades samples, well, the costs are off the charts. I'm gonna move testing of the Hades protocol to Zero Dawn headquarters next week.
Slow down, Hoss. Let me put it to you nursery school simple. Baby Hades is a vile little thing. And it's gotta stay in its crib. One slip and it'll cut off every data stream and power line it licks. That's why this dark and scary hole you made is perfect. Very hard to get an unauthorized signal out, so all the cyber nukes you were working on here didn't fly the coop.
That needs power.
You know, like Drax.net-4. I think your boys nicknamed that one the Moldova Brain Hack.
That was a clearance level 9 project.
Aw, thought you goons scrubbed this place quickly clean. But your pal Trav went over it with a white glove and found the grime. Nah, here will be just fine for Hades. Later, teddy bear.
If this place was isolated from the outside, then any Gaia backup stored here wouldn't have been purged.
Snakes from Ted Pharaoh's machinations to infiltrate Gaia's Apollo database.
Oh, well, looks like there is our time. We will have to finish exploring this area in our next episode. I should have checked the time left before I came in here, so I apologize for that, but I will see you all in the next episode. Alright, thank you. Bye.